Hello, everyone. Man, I cannot believe that the end of summer is here. I know that might sound weird if you're here in San Diego, which is where I'm at, but summer officially ended this past weekend. And to celebrate that, my husband and I, we did a weekend staycation. It was really like 26 hours away. Um, I was wondering, what did you guys do to celebrate the end of summer? Did you go travel somewhere? Did you throw a big backyard barbecue? Did you do a staycation like us? We stayed at a resort, and one of my things when I go stay at a resort is it has to have an adult pool. As much as I love the kiddos, when I want to go and relax, I like an adult pool with no kiddos. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with business? You guys, I'm Mary Fain Brandt with a LinkedIn Bakery, and this is Monday Motivation with Mary, where I bring you 7 minutes of motivation. And I promise you, I'm going to get you motivated in about 62 seconds. You like that? Um, so here's why we celebrated the last weekend of the summer, because we are going into quarter four, right? And I don't know about you guys, but quarter four is not the time to slow down. It's the time to speed up and get things done. And so I needed a weekend away, just a quick weekend to relax so that I could prepare mentally and physically to finish quarter four strong. Now, I don't know about you guys, but because I run my own business, I never get the chance to read for fun. And so this weekend, in less than 24 hours, I read, could you see that? I read like a book I picked up probably for like $1. This book is like 399 pages and I finished it. And then I picked up a magazine, Organize Your Home, one of my favorite magazines, real simple. And I read that. I took a nap. I stayed off social media. I didn't work. I took my laptop in case, but you know what? I never opened it up. And we need to do this more often as entrepreneurs. I don't know about you guys, but I did not start my business so I could work 24/7. And I know a lot of people do that. They work weekends, they work nights, they work till 1 in the morning, but that's not how I'm running my business. I don't want to run my business that way. Once in a while, yes, you have to work late or I work on the weekends, but that's not why I started my business. Um, so, anyways, back to the motivation part. You guys, it's quarter four, right around the corner, like in what, 7 days? So, it's time to work on, drum roll, which you probably can't hear because I have earbuds on, our quarter four goals. So, maybe you have already been thinking about your quarter four goals. I know I have, and I've kind of written them loosely down, probably on a post it. I'm the queen of post its. But it's really time to get ready for quarter four. You guys, you can't reach your goals if A, you don't know what your goals are, and B, you don't have a plan for those goals. So, I would love to know what some of your goals are for quarter four. It could be to launch your business, it could be to get your first fully paid customer or client, it could be to launch a course, maybe maybe you want to double your income. What are your goals? You can't reach your goals if you have not defined them. So let's talk about just 3 easy steps on how you can start working on your goals. The most important thing, obviously, is to define your goals. I'm going to assume that you kind of already have a loose idea in your head of what your goals are for quarter four. Now, I like to always have 3 goals per quarter because I feel that's realistic. Some of them might be smaller, like hiring a VA and getting them up to par. It could be creating your editorial calendar for a month. Some of them could be larger, like launching a course or getting a big speaking gig. But whatever your goals are, your first step is to identify, define them, and write them down. Now, whether you write them down on a post it, which probably can get lost, or you transfer that maybe to Trello, Asana, ClickUp, whatever program that you use, you definitely have to write down your goals. And then step 2 is I want you to work backwards, right? It's a little odd. But let's say your goal is to have a $10,000 month or $10,000 for quarter 3, all 3 months. What do you need to do to reach that $10,000 goal? You can't just write down, I want to have a $10,000 quarter and not have a plan on how you're going to do that. So if you sell services like I do, if you're a coach consultant, and you have different price points for your packages, how many of each coaching package would I need to sell to have a $10,000 quarter? Or if you have a product and you sell widgets, how many widgets do you have to sell total for quarter three, and then break that down by month? So you have to start with your big goal, and then you work backwards on how much do you have to sell, or how much time do you have to put into it. So step one, define, clarify, write them down. Step two is work backwards. What is that big goal? Maybe it's to launch your first course. If it's to launch your first course, work backwards. How many modules? What's the topic? How many modules? Work backwards on that. Now, step three, and I really like this one, define what obstacles you might face when trying to reach these goals. It's pretty good, right? Because if you're prepared for those, you're going to have a better chance of overcoming those obstacles. So, obstacles that you might face when trying to achieve a goal could be money. You don't have enough money to hire a VA yet, or money for marketing, or money for those new apps and programs. It just could be money. Time. How are you going to accomplish all of these goals? How are you going to train a VA? How are you going to write the course curriculum? How are you going to write your marketing plan? How are you going to write that talk that you want to give on that bigger stage? So you have money could be an obstacle. Time could be an obstacle. What about rejection? What if you get rejected? Is that an obstacle? I want to say it is, because if you get rejected, maybe it lessens your motivation. Maybe it knocks you down. And you feel like, are you made to do this? Can you do this? So when you get knocked down, or when your motivation dies, what are you going to do to get that motivation increased again? For me, I need to be around my peeps. So on Columbus Day, we have a GSD day. That's Get Stuff Done Day with a couple colleagues, and we're just going to work on our businesses. And for me, being around other entrepreneurs really gets me fired up, gets me energized, and really helps increase that motivation again. And I need that right now. Like, I know you guys see me on here, but this isn't perfection. I don't have it all figured out. I have a lot figured out, but not all of it. And one of the things I've realized is that being around as an entrepreneur, you're by yourself a lot, right? You're working on your business, you think something's great, and then it doesn't work. And you're like, what happened? So being around colleagues that have their own business, for me, that energizes me and motivates me even when I get rejection. And the fourth obstacle that I can think of is family. Now, I'm not saying that you should abandon your family. By all means not. But are you going to have any objection from them? Are they going to feel neglected? What can you do to prevent your family becoming an obstacle? Are they going to make you feel guilty? Maybe you have boundaries. You know, I have 8 o'clock at night is my cutoff so I can have time with my husband. I try not to work on Sundays, like have that one day a week where no, we're not working. Sunday fun day, church, family, barbecues, and whatever. So let's just go over that. It's quarter four. Woohoo! What are your big hairy goals for quarter four? And then you need to identify and clarify them and write them down. Step number 2 is to work backwards. What is the big goal and what are the steps you need to take to reach that goal? And step number 3 is identify what obstacles or challenges you might face and come up with solutions. So you guys, I have a lot more motivation tips on how to create and achieve your goals, but I just wanted to give you a little snippet so you can start your week off thinking about quarter four goals and get excited and motivated to work on setting up your plan to achieve those. You guys have a great day. This is Mary Fain Brent with a LinkedIn Bakery, serving up bite-sized tips so you don't get overwhelmed. Ciao.